Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today. Got another body cam. We have today killer lures women into House of Horrors. You already been looking at the title, ain't you?
I just looked at it, not the whole time, just right before we started.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought it was like a woman.
But you know something? I think I read it woman. I think I did. It still was kind of like, what?
You didn't read it in plural. I didn't either. When I just selected, I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. I ain't understand it, you know what I'm saying? But I understand it now. Shout out to y'all who know what that is. She know. But you ain't gotta worry about it. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
look at it with a thumbs up.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. I'm trying to catch myself, man. Oh, well, that came out of nowhere, man. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Is it that White House? Yeah. I think they're crazy.
She brought me over here to help her clean her house, and it's just psychotic, man. They've got a dead body I sat on. I thought it was a couch.
Huh?
Okay, come on. Come to me. What's your name?
If you're upstairs, make yourself known now.
Kids,
Come out.
We need to get her out of the
Kids.
house.
He said he would kill everybody. What's in your pants? Is there a gun in your pants?
I said I grabbed the gun when.
Don't move.
What the
Freak is going on?
Escalated quickly.
This was the chaotic scene Evansville, Indiana law enforcement officers found when they arrived at Heidi Carter's residence.
You thought that was Ohio again, didn't you?
At this point, like, my goodness.
Evansville, Indiana. I know about Evansville. You know about Evansville?
Evansville.
I've met some, I swear.
No.
Chick I used to work with, I think she was from Evansville, Indiana.
Heidi.
I can't think of her name.
Okay.
But I'm still Facebook friends with her. I can't not think of her name, though.
On the night of October 19th, 2021, by the end of the night, they were faced with 2 dead bodies, a victim in the hospital, 2 people under arrest, and countless questions.
What?
The appalling details of the crime would only make sense once police determined who the real victim was and delved into the twisted mind of the perpetrator.
Oh, wow.
Most of the following footage has never been seen before. On the night of October 19th, 2021, a state trooper opened his door to find a panicked woman clutching a hammer and begging for help. She'd seen his cruiser parked out front after escaping from a terrifying and disturbing situation down the street. He then made a 911 call.
He's off duty right now. He had someone come up to his door knocking on it, advising that they need officer assistance with the possible kidnapping.
Where's this at?
And a murder.
Other officers soon arrived, but they had no idea the nightmare they were walking into.
What you got?
So she sat on a dead body. Okay.
Straight down on the road, like, and then there's a girl that's yelling for help.
You're straight up in PJs.
Yeah, dude. She keep knocking on my house.
Is it that White House?
Yeah.
I think they're crazy.
While the officer suspected there'd been previous calls to the house in question,
I was just here about a month ago.
police would soon learn that what took place behind closed doors that night was nothing short of a nightmare. The woman who escaped the White House, Cynthia Weinzapfel, began to relay a terrifying story. And it soon became obvious that the situation was dire. Little did they know, this was only the beginning.
What's going on here?
I was hanging out with this girl that I was supposedly working with, and she brought me over here to help her clean her house, and just psychotic, man. They've got a dead body I sat on. I thought it was a couch. Like, I felt hair when I went to sit down. It felt funny to sit down, and then I went like that, and the hand slipped, and the blanket came off. The head came out, but you could tell she was like...
Came out of what?
The blanket. They was just acting like everything was just a normal day.
I wonder if they was trying to plot her to be a next victim.
I guess so. I guess she, yeah.
Cynthia claimed that she'd sat on a couch in the house, only to feel something like human hair. It was then that she discovered she was in fact sitting on a dead body. But this gruesome discovery is only one piece of the horrors that had taken place inside the house, and, as police would soon find out, were still taking place as they spoke. As soon as she found the body, Cynthia tried to escape, only to be trapped by two people and prevented from leaving. Though she doesn't say it just yet, the events leading up to her escape were horrific. While Cynthia claimed someone had already been killed, she also alleged something that put all of the officers on edge, that another woman was still being held captive inside the house.
Step out front!
Come on, Joe!
Just stay right there.
Just as officers were beginning to make a plan on how to get inside to rescue the other woman being held there, they noticed movement near the house. A terrifying scene would soon unfold.
Hey, come out here! Hey! Hey! Somebody just ran inside. Shut the... Show me your hands. Yeah, show me your hands. Step out of the vehicle.
I'm watching the back on that house.
Yep, I've got eyes on the back. And I've got eyes on this lady. Get out of the van now. Can somebody go to the other side of the house, like drive around the block? I get it.
What?
Hey, walk towards them over here.
The woman exiting the house and who the police are handcuffing is 36-year-old Heidi Carter.
36?
She look.
You said what? She don't
I look 36,
bro.
Baby.
46 or 56, but not no 36.
Just relax.
Yeah, she been through it. And back.
You gotta relax a minute.
Gone back through it.
Please get in the house. He's in there. There's people in.
Somebody came out the front door and went back in when they saw us.
I don't know who it is.
Come over here. Relax.
No, there's people in there.
Despite Heidi's hysterics, she wasn't the woman that Cynthia had said was being held against her will.
Does Heidi live here?
Heidi's boyfriend is
Do what?
Heidi's boyfriend is Carrie, which is the dude that.
Carrie Hammond, Heidi's boyfriend, had been one of the people who tried to prevent Cynthia from leaving. The police were already very familiar with him, and their concerns grew when Cynthia alleged that he was making threats.
Is anybody hurt in that house? Who?
I'm trying to help her.
Who is hurt? Is somebody hurt in that house? Who? Two people?
It's sick. It's so sick. Yes.
Is somebody dead in that house?
Yes.
Heidi said the woman still trapped inside was named Amanda, but the rest of her story bordered on incomprehensible. The situation inside was incredibly volatile. Police decided to call everyone outside using a megaphone and arranged for an armored vehicle to come to the scene. More officers from multiple agencies, including the Sheriff's Department, City Police, and State Police, arrived and surrounded the residence. But even with all of this, they could not have anticipated how quickly things would go downhill.
Yes. Can you not please get out of this site? Please.
Okay, just you're fine. You're fine. You can't see him. We got contact at the front door. Hold traffic.
As someone exits the house, police brace themselves, expecting Carrie Hammond, but they quickly learned that this was not the case.
Stand back up and come back.
Another guy.
Hands on your head.
She didn't say another man.
Come back to me.
See, sit back.
What?
She ain't said another man was in the
No,
house.
she did. She just said another.
She said Carrie and another woman was in the house. But she over here
How many
writing a
people
book of
stay in this
details.
house?
That too.
You said I'm writing a book of details.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get. It's a lot of people involved. I just want to make sure I'm getting.
Too many.
Keep coming. Keep coming to my voice. Keep coming to my voice.
The man gave his name as Jason Harvey, and he claimed to be the one renting the house. He was handcuffed for the time being in case he was involved. What he shared escalated the already dire situation even further.
Hands up! Come out now! Do not reach down there again!
Yeah, my kids were upstairs and I know it is.
Your kids.
How old are you kids?
Just be advised, the kids are upstairs.
Sound like he says there's 114. I was trying to hear the other one. But it's so much, so much commotion.
Just be advised, the kids are upstairs.
That's right. Not only was someone being held captive, but there were children in the residence as well. Before officers even had a chance to reconvene, someone else was seen near the front door, and they appeared to be holding a weapon.
I'm not saying you.
He invited me back there because Domino's showed up.
So wait.
Oh.
Escalated quickly.
Facts.
Officers are shocked when the unexpected happens, but exactly what just occurred, who had come to the door, and the harrowing discoveries found inside the house would all be explained later. This unbelievable turn of events would end up being only one piece of an incredibly disturbing puzzle, and officers would be tasked with untangling a sickening web.
Yeah, I'm glad she was able to escape. It looked like she might have been the next
What
victim.
in the world is happening?
And then the other woman talking about, so you don't know, but it looked like they got you scouting other women.
Facts. And then you got Jason, where he said he's what was it, the owner?
He's the one who's renting, so he's
renting,
the tenant.
yeah. But you got your kids and
then you allowing this to go down because his name was Harvey.
His name Jason Harvey.
But what's Carrie's last name? You can get, I think.
I didn't get Carrie last night. I just wrote.
I wonder is that
first
his
name.
brother?
Yeah, it probably was. I just wrote his first name real quick.
Oh, my bad.
To truly understand all of the horrors that had taken place in the house, one particularly tricky aspect of this stomach-churning case was determining who exactly was a victim and who was only pretending.
True.
With so many people involved, investigators also had to keep track of who was who. Jason was the man who exited the home and claimed to rent it. It was his children who he said were still inside. Heidi rented the ground floor from Jason, and she claimed her boyfriend, Carrie Hammond, was at the house that night as well. Cynthia, Heidi's friend, had come to the house under strange circumstances and later escaped. Still inside was Amanda and her boyfriend Tim, who had also been invited.
Damn,
Tim.
y'all ain't saying
Y'all
shit
said
about
nothing
all
no
these
Tim.
folks.
I know Amanda, but Amanda is the one Cynthia said was still trapped in the home. But I didn't know Amanda had a boyfriend that was in there, Tim.
See, we ain't said nothing about Tim and with Jason or the kids. The fuck? Okay, he said it was gonna be
Heidi's hookup. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot of
well,
people.
not boyfriend, but her guy friend.
I'm just gonna say guy friend. Yeah.
But so you know,
some
guy.
guy.
They're grown, so they two
I don't
consensual
know.
adults.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't know.
We don't know yet.
But he said it's gonna be twisted, bro.
Invited to the home by Heidi. In order to begin sorting through the dramatic and disturbing events of the night, Heidi, Cynthia, and Jason were all brought to the police station to answer questions. As it turned out, Cynthia had a warrant for her arrest.
Damn.
If I stick around and I agree to you, I wouldn't go.
But that's the state police.
We have to
right?
arrest on felony warrant. Not a misdemeanor.
I did the right thing. Y'all are killing me. Look, this is why people.
Girl, you caught a case. You got a case. This is why people don't do this. Well, all right. You end up. People just
Don't do this.
It was time to untangle the disturbing story. Nothing could prepare investigators for.
So I guess she already knew she had an active warrant.
But she was like, if I help or if I don't know.
So now that kind of made me. Did you have ulterior motives?
That's why he said we gotta figure out who's a victim and who. Yeah.
Like what's really up?
Because it's a lot going on.
It was time to untangle the disturbing story. Nothing could prepare investigators for the sick truth they would eventually uncover. Unfortunately, Heidi didn't seem inclined to make the process easy.
Okay, well, I am going to search you. We're trying to do our job and keep everyone safe.
Cynthia was in another interrogation room, waiting to talk to police. It was 6 hours before a detective arrived to talk to Heidi. When he arrived, he would begin to untangle a story so disturbing that he would remember it for the rest of his career.
Heidi. Yeah? Now wake up for me, okay?
I'm like awake.
What's that?
I'm like awake.
Okay. I'm gonna have all these officers take those handcuffs off of you so you can sit in a chair, okay?
Okay. Are you the detective?
I hate when this. Well, I know it's a mental breakdown thing, but that's low key inhumane as well. Just to have me handcuffed for, you know what I'm saying, for 6 hours waiting for y'all to find a breaking point of where we got her breaking point now. Like she been tangled up. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Mean, I get what you're saying, but I gotta figure out who is who.
But for 6 hours, you leaving?
Okay, y'all over here taking people like I don't have no sympathy for people that like want to play victim.
What if she is a victim though?
Well, she probably at some point was and mentally being broke down and then getting tangled up in man's whatever.
That happens a lot.
But you still decided to.
Yeah, I know.
Like I get you. I get you. I be having, I be feeling bad for people, but my goodness, hold on.
Yes.
Come on, blood. I think it's on my shirt.
What'd you say?
The woman's blood that Amanda's.
Yes.
Because
why don't you sit in this one over here?
Because they did say Amanda was still.
Fuck. They did. Cynthia said Amanda was still trapped in the house, but she didn't say what condition she was in.
She didn't.
So I don't know.
And there was a woman head.
But unless there was another woman, for her to even know Amanda, like her name Amanda, this woman must still been alive when I don't know.
Or Cynthia could be lying as well.
Or Cynthia could be lying too.
After confirming Heidi's personal information, the detective informed her of her Miranda rights. Heidi agreed to talk to him without a lawyer present.
How long have you lived there at the house on Stinson?
Okay. Maybe since I was sometime in August.
Okay. And how did you come to live there?
I was staying at the Econo Lodge and right by the Econo Lodge. When I came to town, Carrie had actually moved me out here.
Kerry Hammond is Heidi's boyfriend. He doesn't live at the house where Heidi was renting the ground floor from Jason.
He moved me out here, and then I met Jason, actually, and we hit it off, and he's been my friend. Basically, him and his kids had the upstairs, it's a bigger house,
right.
And then me and my dog, we had our room.
Jason, the man renting the house where Heidi was living, was advised of his rights when he came to the station. He, too, agreed to speak with the police. His questioning would prove to be extremely helpful in determining who exactly was a victim or not. Earlier, when he first exited the house, Jason had appeared shocked at the situation unfolding at his home.
What's going on in there? I just cleaned on the bathroom and cleaned over twice.
He then shocked everyone by informing officers that his children were still inside during an incredibly volatile situation.
Just be advised, the kids are upstairs.
In the moments following the unexpected incident, officers jumped on the opportunity to get inside the house and attempt to rescue those still trapped there, including Jason's children. Using the armored vehicle for cover, officers approached the house, likely bracing themselves for the potential horrors inside. They had no idea that the grim discoveries they would make were only the tip of the iceberg.
Police department, if you're in the house, be known! All right, you guys ready?
Kids are upstairs. On you.
North, south, west.
Who was shooting though?
Right.
A long hall, multiple doors. Ready?
On you. Go.
Go. I got the long hall.
Yeah, Mike, in the closet.
We're clearing the house.
Everything you got with you?
Okay.
Clear.
Get back, dogs. Hold on, we got another room back here.
Please don't hurt the dog. It's okay, baby. It's all right.
Police department, if you're upstairs, make yourself known now.
Oh, they did in the beginning show a lot of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Keep coming down. Come out to the stairs. You're okay? Come downstairs with the hands up.
I'll go contact.
Yeah. Hands up, keep coming.
Guys,
You're
watch
good.
your guns, watch your guns, watch your guns, watch your
Keep
guns.
coming. Come on, kids. Come on, guys.
Come on out, kids.
Make a. Hey,
Guys,
come over here,
make a
Ralph.
hole.
Come over here. Make a hole.
Come on, guys.
Okay. I got him. Here, we're gonna hang on, guys. Let's get that out of the way out there. Hold on.
Hey, one more.
Delano. Up there. We're coming out too.
Guys, just look to the right. Go to the right.
Jason's children made it out of the house safe, but not everyone would. Following his children's rescue, Jason later alleged during questioning that nothing earlier that day indicated something so horrific was going to happen later. Investigators wanted to clarify how exactly Heidi had come to live in the house Jason was renting.
How do you know Heidi and Carrie?
I just know Heidi from meeting her at a bar back in July.
Okay. So you met her in July and then...
Right. I found out that she was living at the hotel where they let the tenders out at.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I didn't think she needed to be there, so I told her she'd come stay with us until we could figure her something out.
Yeah, okay. Carrie already living with you, or did they both move in together?
No, Carrie lives at the safe house.
Okay.
Yeah, so yesterday...
He said the safe house? Mm-hmm. Or did he mean halfway house?
I don't know what it... Or is that
I don't know what a safe house, from my understanding, is a safe house.
It's a safe house from being
like,
put in like protective...
Yeah, something like that. Like, I
don't know. Maybe he meant halfway house.
I ain't no telling.
Worked like normal, went and had dinner with a girl that I'm dating and everything else. Came home like normal, went to sleep. I get that back. Also been passing stone, which I passed tonight. That's the reason why I didn't notice the light until I came out of the bathroom.
Right.
But yeah, I've been taking my Lord test from my back, and I passed out earlier and woke up to pretty much all this except for going to the bathroom.
Right.
Jason's recollection of events begs the question, did he actually miss the truly horrific events taking place in his own house? Or is there something else going on? Back with Heidi, the detective continued to press her for details.
How long have you been with Carrie?
Just since I moved here. I've known him since, I don't know, say maybe March or something.
Heidi also alleged that her relationship with Carrie was rife with violence.
Have you ever called us before for any of the stuff he's done?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
So the whole time you two have been dating, he's been at the safe house? Okay. Do you know what he was in trouble for that ended up in the safe house?
A syringe or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Something drug related.
Right.
Carrie had an extensive criminal history going back to 1993, including intimidation with a deadly weapon in 2005. And since
1993,
This was how old is this man?
Carrie and Jason is not.
His last name is Hammond.
Yeah.
And Jason's is Harvey. But anyway, how old is? Well, I didn't get the only age they said was Heidi. So
yeah, but Heidi being what 36,
right? And you got criminal dating back to 93.
She would have been a hell of a minor,
unless he was born in like the 80s.
But still, 93 is still young. Like, he must came out the womb ready.
Maybe he was born in the 70s, like 74.
He got to be a lot older than her.
Yeah, like that's what it's giving.
Yeah.
Subsequent charges for robbery, battery, and drug-related offenses. As police uncovered more, it became clear that Carrie's crimes were only escalating, but they had no idea just how far things would go. He wasn't the only one with a record. Heidi also had a felony warrant out for her arrest. She had a record going back to 1997, including charges for...
When this case happened?
2021?
And she was 36 in 2021.
So
she was born in 85.
Yeah. 36.
She was born in 85.
Yeah.
And so her first record...
That's 97.
When she was 12 years old. That's why I said he...
So he is probably early too.
His probably... So that's why I said he probably born in the 80s. It could have been 1980. He could be 5 years older than her, like, right? And so his could be 1980 for it to be 93. He would have been 13.
They didn't get her age wrong.
He would have been 13.
Well, she did look totally different on that picture.
Yeah,
card.
Oh,
like
her,
she has a CO.
Her MA card.
I mean, her MA card. I also CO. Her MA card.
Her MA ID.
She looked totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, than she does now.
Yeah, because she was clean too. You got to also think about that. People will be locked up. They be sometimes at their cleanest state. Sometimes they be going to
for domestic battery, auto theft, and resisting arrest. Heidi claimed that Carrie encouraged her to go on a dating site.
In terms of you and him and other women, how often was that stuff going on?
That happened twice before, and that was through, let me see, Okay, the first one was Danny, then there was Kelly, and then Amanda.
Heidi explained that she met Amanda, the same woman who would later be held hostage in the house, on a dating app called Tammy, and that they talked briefly there before exchanging phone numbers. Heidi arranged for Amanda to come over to the house.
How the fuck y'all be finding about all these damn dating sites?
I never even heard no Tammy. Tammy sounds very when I hear the word, it gives me something else. So
what'll give you?
Like one of those. I don't know. It just give me one of like those.
Because she's hooking up with other women, so it might be like a. No offense to anyone, but a lesbian site.
Is that what? Tammy.
Oh yeah.
It
LGBTQ site. Yeah.
I never.
But that's also because
I'm not going out looking for.
Also, I'd say this.
I'm not looking at dating.
Amongst their community, they have sites and profiles and stuff like that we're not privy to because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that.
We don't socialize or.
I get that. Yeah, you don't have to keep explaining. Yeah.
Oh, you got her, which is it's a lesbian, bi, and queer dating app.
I feel like I've heard of her before.
Her?
I feel like I have. Maybe I'm thinking of the other.
Archer, which is a gay one. Black Dating, which is a.
I've never heard of her before.
Plenty of Fish, you heard that one. Bumble Steer, Feet. They My Age, that's for mature adults. That's 40 and up. Go out there and get you a sugar daddy.
Not right now.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Cupid. Upward's a Christian dating app.
I have heard of Upward, I think.
I ain't heard none of this shit.
And I haven't heard of her. I'm thinking of her and him. That commercial with the
Only one I know is Christian Mingle, but they ain't no dating app. Only one like Tinder, Bumble, and what's the other one they be doing on the show? We be reacting to. You know, we'd heard of Bumble, Tinder. Cause my homeboy in college he used to use Tinder. I ain't never.
Yeah, I don't know any others.
But I don't know
no. My head.
I don't know no like dating apps like that.
Yeah,
And then my old coworker, he I was about to say his name.
Please don't.
But
confidential.
He used to be on the what's the gay one? Where they get the notification, they automatically know you on it. If they hear a certain Grindr. He used to be on Grindr. And he'd be like, because it was a.
You don't have to tell somebody.
No, I was just finna give a little story. It was somebody came in. He said, "Oh yeah, I know that app." I said, "How you know that?" He said, "He broke it down." I said, "Hell no, bro." But all right, look up.
Before exchanging phone numbers, Heidi arranged for Amanda to come over to the house.
But you said you sent a message saying something about her boyfriend and wife.
Yes.
Okay, but then what made you think it was just?
So hold on. He got you going on these sites. What are y'all doing with these other women? Has he got you going? Does Carrie got you going on these sites? Cause she named what 3 or 4 women.
Yeah, I only named she did name Amanda. She said something about Kelly. I just put a question mark beside Kelly.
It was another woman.
I didn't get their name.
Danny or something, because she said that was the first one. Then she went to like 3 or 4 of them.
But
and then but she said he told her to go on those sites, and I guess she goes on the site Scout. And are y'all trying to find threesomes? Because a lot of women will do that for their man. So he's just on though.
Just saying something about her boyfriend and wife.
Yes.
Okay, but then what made you think it was just going to be her coming over?
Because everything that when she texted him talking to her, it was an I think.
According to Heidi, Amanda insisted that her boyfriend, 50-year-old Tim Ivy, also join her, and the two headed to the house around 3 a.m., according to Heidi.
Did they say anything about anybody coming or going or anything happening in your house today?
It said something about some dude coming and going, I guess.
All of you drinking alcohol?
I don't know about all of it.
Right.
I'm an alcoholic,
right.
and I know definitely I was.
Heidi appeared to have a long history of substance use and also admitted to using methamphetamine that day. Though Jason's children were now safe,
just take a breath, okay? You're fine. Hey, buddy. Come here.
Police were likely shocked to hear that they'd been in the home during all of the horrific events that took place downstairs.
which is also fascinating. I was just thinking that I'm like, so the kids are here and y'all have all kind of menage a trois and probably got music going.
But also,
it's loud. Does this house have like what's the sound?
But not even just that as well, but the fact that Jason, this is your residence, and you invited Heidi to come live with you. My thing is, I would tell her, you're not about to have these people in and out my house, especially while my kids here. So the fact that you say that you didn't know what was going on, I just can't fathom that you didn't know nothing.
He
probably didn't, but that's crazy to me that you letting this stuff go on under your roof. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my kids in the house. All these different men over these different women. Like, come on, let's be for real.
Understandably, investigators are concerned that perhaps Jason's children saw more than they were letting on.
Did you say anything about anything happening with any of these people that are in your house?
She just said that the guy had tried to follow her upstairs.
Despite this apparent close call, both children were lucky enough to avoid stumbling upon the sickening crimes taking place in their home. Heidi's story is about to take a dark turn, but she's only just beginning to reveal what happened to Amanda, the woman she met on a dating app and invited over, and her boyfriend, Tim.
It started taking do I have to go into details with that, or?
No, I mean, not terrible details, but so you guys engaged in some form of activity between you, Amanda, and Tim.
Yeah.
Were you guys in the middle of doing your stuff when Carrie came in?
Yeah.
Okay, and he got pissed off.
Yeah.
What did he do then?
Well, like I said, he had hit him, he had hit her, and then he.
And you said hit, was this hands, fists?
He was using different things, like
weapons. I mean, what kind of weapons did he use? You said he used
a baseball bat.
Okay.
And he.
On both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did not hit me.
Earlier at the scene, Cynthia, Heidi's friend who came to be at the house that night under strange circumstances, shared a similar story.
Does Heidi live here?
Heidi's boyfriend is Carrie. He's the one that was the aggressor that had the gun. He's the one that had the baseball bat.
Okay, now he had hit me later in the evening. He used a lot of force and threat. Because if you don't have somebody, I don't care if I'm engaged to him or not. You know.
Did you ever do anything to try to stop him when he was hitting them with the stuff?
So you telling me honestly, 100% truth, you don't know anything about any of that happened downstairs?
Set me on a polygraph, whatever you need to do, man.
In addition to offering to take a polygraph, Jason allowed the police to download the contents of his phone and provided access to his front door camera to help them establish a clear timeline for the awful events of the day.
All right.
Whether or not he was as uninvolved as he said remained to be seen.
Okay.
Did you tell him to stop? Did you try to physically make him stop?
To the best that I'm able to. I was yelling at him, trying to grab his arm.
Heidi's story only gets more harrowing as she continues.
Well, you say he restrained them. How did he go about doing that?
Tape.
Okay.
And then
both of them, or
a tape with Tim. Okay. And then I think he might have used tape with her, but then there's also the restraints.
Heidi claims that she left the house to seek help and went to a work site to pick up Cynthia, the woman who eventually had to escape and was the one who alerted law enforcement. When she picked Cynthia up, she told her that she needed help, but she didn't tell her it was because of what Carrie had done. Rather, she said she needed help cleaning the house, and Cynthia agreed.
Without directly saying, I was reaching out for help, making comments to Cynthia about, making hints at it,
Like how?
About my boots, being dirty, and I can't remember exactly, but I was basically trying to hint, because I couldn't call 911. I couldn't be the one if that standoff shit happened. I was trying to call 911, but not being the one that called.
You left the house.
But you can't call 911.
But you can't call 911 or go to the police station or just run into a police officer somewhere. There's plenty. A lot of time they sitting around. You can run into one.
You weren't trying to.
You could have went to the fire station.
You could have did a lot of things that you didn't do.
Despite her discomfort, exhaustion, and recent trauma, Cynthia's account of the night's horrific events would highlight some issues with Heidi's version of events.
There's a yellow pair of construction boots. There was blood on them, okay? And I put those on.
Note that these were not the boots Heidi was currently wearing. She alleged that after she wore them, Carrie cut the bloody pair off her feet and intended to burn them.
I kept making comments to her about it, and she wouldn't even look down at them.
Cynthia, though, said she had a reason not to worry about the condition of Heidi's boots.
She told you what now?
That raccoon got one.
That a raccoon did what?
Got blood on her boots.
Why would she tell me that?
I've never said anything about a raccoon. I tried to say, make references, okay? But why would I say a raccoon?
Well, she said that's what she said.
No, I didn't say anything about a raccoon. I was straight up, like, you know, implying stuff.
You think she actively high right now?
Everybody high.
No, I'm like literally.
Talking about Cynthia or Heidi?
Heidi.
Possibly she already, I don't know how long it takes to come down off of stuff, but she said that she had.
It's another reason why I'm asking. Don't worry about it.
In contrast, Cynthia maintained that Heidi never communicated anything was wrong, just asked her to come over to help clean. Clearly, one of the women was lying, but the police didn't yet know which one. The question was, why? Well, because the truth is far more disturbing than anyone could have even imagined. When Heidi and Cynthia got to the house, all hell broke loose.
I kept hearing like a whimper. I kept hearing these noises throughout the night. And I automatically thought it was this little girl that was upstairs. But then she was downstairs whenever I heard it this last time, and I was like, what was that? So I go to sit down, and I think I'm sitting on the couch at this point. I'm thinking I'm sitting on a couch at this point. It was not a couch. It was a human being.
How did you realize that it was a person?
So you raise the cushion like this, right here, my hand slipped, and you can see the face, like you can tell who it was.
Okay.
When Heidi first emerged from the house, she made a disturbing statement along similar lines.
He said he would kill everybody. Okay. And then when she realized what I had seen, they tried to tell me I couldn't leave here at that point.
Right.
And I was like, I'm leaving. You don't understand. You
Right.
can't keep me here. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not going to tell on y'all. Like, I was like, I'm leaving. And he told me no. So he takes his baseball bat and he puts it against my forehead. And he's like, you're naked.
Cynthia claimed that Carrie thought she'd stolen a key to one of the vehicles while cleaning and intended to strip search her. Cynthia refused and said that she told Carrie she would continue to refuse, even if he hit her.
And they pretty much tell me that if I leave, that I die. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I sit down and acted like a good, good girl, and like I didn't know anything. And I was trying to throw him off to where I had to get away too.
This was yet another conflict between Heidi and Cynthia's stories.
Well, she told me that you guys told her she couldn't leave, kept her from leaving.
No,
Eventually, she told Carrie she needed to go to the bathroom, and you let her go to the bathroom, and that's when she snuck out.
No, listen, that's straight up. That is straight up. Because she even, one that never, I don't even think he ever told her that she couldn't leave.
Finally, I was like, you know what, I had to pee. And they were like,
She's still protecting him, so she's way deeper into it than. Yeah. This is some shit they do. I don't know what level. That's the reason why I asked. I was like, because they been like in a high induced state. That's what they do, and they invite people over, and then they. Because Carrie, it seems as though he walked in, he was expecting him to be having a 3-way, but you having a 3-way with another man, and it automatically made him snap to want to, because he doesn't live there.
Yeah. He
stays wherever the safe house is, and why if he's in like a rehab or something like that. Don't you have a curfew? But because it's 3 a.m. or something. I don't know. But
like, well, you're gonna have to figure it out. Okay, so I'm not easy to stop me or not.
At the scene, Cynthia had told officers the same distressing story.
Like, after I found the body, they started freaking out, telling me I had to stay. I was like, I don't know anything. This is a prop, right? This is a joke, right? So you know what I mean? Trying to play it off like it wasn't real.
And then how'd you get to this point right here?
I told him I had to pee, and I went up there.
The detective would confront Heidi with more soon enough, but for now, he refocused the conversation on the details of Tim's horrific fate.
Carrie he kept going towards him, and I know it's because of me, like I said, that he was there. He's very, very, very possessive of me. I mean, basically, the whole room is.
She just said he's very, very, very possessive of me. So for him to catch you in the act with another, that's why I said I feel like he has her going on these sites looking for other women. Once her and the other woman is engaged in whatever acts they're engaged, he kind of walks in and like he finds them like, oh, what are you doing? And she's like, boy, baby, just join us. And then he joins in, but it's a plot.
Yeah.
But she even said she wasn't expecting Tim to show up.
But
Amanda brought Tim to the situation, and then she wanted Tim to engage with, and she probably didn't know how to like.
My thing is, make up something. If you know he possessive of you, and she brought her whole boyfriend with her, I wouldn't have even engaged. I would have just been like, we have to do this another time because something came up. Like, you know, especially if you know that he has anger issues and something like that is bound to happen.
But also, she probably was like, I don't even know how to say no because this is what he's expecting. Carrie's expecting for this to happen tonight.
Girl.
So, yeah, it's a whole crazy situation going on.
Covered in blood. Like her blood, his blood.
What about after you came back with Cynthia? How was Tim then?
Like dead, and he had a blanket over him, and he was stiff.
Earlier at the scene, Heidi had told police about Tim.
How do you know there's somebody dead in there?
I seen him pulling a body in a blanket.
Who?
Carrie.
And what did he tell you happened? Did he tell you how he did it?
He didn't tell me, but he said with his bare hands, and I knew he had blood all over his pants. There's blood everywhere. Okay, and he was in the middle of cleaning it up. It's like a bloodbath.
If the scene was as gory as Heidi described, it's hard to imagine that no one else in the house noticed. What Heidi said next made that seem even less likely.
True. How the fuck Jason didn't hear shit or his kid?
Jason, I mean, it's not his job to protect me, but yeah, he had come down and come right past the body, you know.
She said at some point you were down there and walked right beside it where this dead dude was laying, covered up with blankets and stuff.
Yeah, I never did notice anything.
It was a little harder to get an answer from Cynthia.
Did you see any other, did you see anything that would lead you to think that somebody had been hurt in that house? Do you remember seeing anything other than cleaning up the dog's messes? Cynthia? Hey, Cynthia, stay with me here. Okay, I'm trying to let you rest, okay? But this is a big deal.
If you don't understand it, I have to sit here and think of it. It's making me nauseous.
Okay.
Back with Heidi, she finally asked the detective an important question.
This chick is Amanda. She's still alive. No, she is. She's not. Like, I know I'm up. She's really going to be up.
Initially, Heidi had been questioned about Amanda, and what she said only worried officers more.
He killed Amanda?
I don't know. He was trying to. No, she was alive when just a minute ago, okay?
After rescuing Jason's children, officers turned their attention to trying to find the woman still being held hostage inside. Amanda's rescue from the home was nothing short of harrowing. As police cleared the home, they made a horrific discovery. And Heidi.
So what the fuck was Amanda at the whole time Cynthia was in
the whole time Cynthia was where?
Cynthia was in the house. So who body did Cynthia sit on? Because she said she thought she sat on a woman's body because she pulled the hair. Or did Tim have long hair?
I guess it was Tim. That's who Heidi said was wrapped up in a blanket and whatever. Because, what's her name? Cynthia didn't see her face. She just felt the hair. Yeah. So, yeah. Nothing makes sense to me. I just don't know.
Heidi's bedroom.
It's outside.
Go. Where you at? Back here. I got a female down, and I got blood. Somebody get with her. Make contact. Where you at? Back up. What's your name? Somebody
down.
Somebody stay with him. What's your name? Stay with me.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, you got any weapons?
I'm so ready.
Hey, I need you to come. Take your blood. Hey, kids, watch your face at the door. Okay. Hey, you got one. You can wipe it off.
That's fine. We're not worried about that, okay? Come to me. Come to me. No weapons, correct? Okay. Come on. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come to me. What's your name? Amanda? Okay, Amanda, come to me. Keep coming to me. Guys, we're coming up. We need to get her out of the house. She's been hit in the head with baseball. I got you. Okay. Keep walking. Keep walking.
How's that work?
Let them know I'm coming out of the house. Medics. Where's she?
They haven't came yet.
We don't have any tac meds here.
Okay, bring her back here.
Following her rescue, Amanda was taken to the hospital immediately for emergency medical attention to treat her terrible injuries. But she spoke to the police as soon as she was able to. What she revealed would flip everything on its head, and the truth is even more twisted than anyone has been letting on.
Other than, like, when you guys were having together, after that, did you ever put your hands on Amanda or Tim in any way? Did she ever have a bat?
Yeah, she had it some, but she didn't ever threaten me.
Okay.
I acted like I was with him at certain points, but then as soon as he wasn't there, then I would try to calm her down.
According to Amanda, though, things were far more complicated than Heidi let on.
She was so back and forth,
right,
bipolar, up and down.
Yeah.
I never knew what she was thinking.
Knowing this, the detective continued to push Heidi. The more he did, the more the inconsistencies became obvious.
I mean, did you ever encourage what he was doing?
Mm-mm.
No? I mean, did you ever join in like making threats to them to kill them?
No.
Or do anything to them?
No.
She was involved. She wasn't touching me, but she was there and encouraging him with that one.
And they had made threats, I'm assuming. You talked about they told you they were going to kill you and stuff like that. So did he ever do anything to you physically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what point did that happen?
Him was still alive. They wanted him to go. The first time was before she left.
Wow.
Sick.
The first time. Oh, wow. And that's what I said. He's having her. She ain't innocent at all. But I really want to now find out about Cynthia.
Yeah. I need everything.
But she ain't innocent at all, right? Like she's like lock her ass up for sure. But I figured she's soliciting for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the women come over, he has his way. And she's encouraging it.
Facts.
And I'm like, does she get off from this?
The job site. And the second time was right after she left the job site. Because he did it again whenever she left.
Okay. So he did it once while she was there and once while she was gone to the job site. Okay.
And once while she was there was a warm up because then they had.
But Heidi was ready to explain this too.
Like I said, I was trying to keep him calm. You know, like I didn't want things to get worse with those two, and I didn't want to be in their position either.
Right.
So he wanted to have, and I let him have me. Because at first he yelled at me when I was trying to be nice, ask her, you know, I was trying to take care of her. That's why I decided that I might have to kill him. Mm-hmm. You know how hard of a decision that is? I love him. I hated him. I wanted away from him. He was abusive. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, on my birthday, he did a bunch of bad things, broke my, like, it just.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess she flipped and decided that he wasn't allowed to touch me anymore. She was getting me out of there, that she was going to have to kill him. That was what was going to have to happen. She was going to have to kill him. That was the only way that she would be able to get me out of there. I don't know if that was real or if it was trying to be good cop, bad cop. But she told him he wasn't allowed to hurt me anymore. And then he would come in and he would hold a gun up to me and she would freak out. Or she would piss him off and he would come in with a knife and stand there like he was going to stab me. And it was like all mind games with him.
Right.
This was only the beginning of the sickening mind games that took place.
Did you tell Amanda or Tim that you were going to help get rid of them at some point? Did you tell them anything about being able to get rid of their bodies or anything like that?
I don't know anything how to get rid of a body.
Before she left is when you heard them talking about getting rugs to wrap you both up
They
in.
told us straight out that's what they were doing.
Okay.
They told us the entire time that that's what they were doing. They were going to kill us.
Okay.
That we weren't getting out of this.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, Heidi blamed all of this on Carrie. In fact, she'd started shifting the blame to Carrie right from the beginning, when she first exited the house.
Gary Hammond is a monster. I don't know. Oh, God, can I please?
You stay right there.
He says that they both have to die. He said that from the very beginning. And in the beginning, I said, okay, I was acting like I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with that. But I said that I was fine with that, okay? Like, I'm being compliant. Am I guilty of that? Yeah, but does that make me a guilty person, a guilty party? Like, I'm some predator that I'm going to just sit here and beat people? That's the whole situation. He looked me in the eye and he said, you're going to have to kill me. And then, I'm not going to kill him. Now, last night, I was sitting there trying to hype myself up that I was going to have to kill him.
Right.
Yet earlier at the scene, Heidi was oddly focused on one thing, herself.
Who is supposedly dead?
I don't know his name, and his girlfriend, he's cheating on her. He's been terrorizing me, like, nonstop. I can't get Please, can I have something to drink?
Not right now. We got more important stuff going.
And I actually said that either he's going to kill me or I'm going to kill him. I didn't know that anybody else was going to be hurt. I don't want anybody else hurt.
Right.
I did say two things that were up. I know that I did.
What were those two things?
Heidi alleged that Amanda and Tim chose to watch violent adult videos, and that this was the basis for the first comment that she made.
And I said, isn't it good that you guys watched the snuff films, and then now look what just happened?
She made some kind of video saying that she wouldn't have done what she done if we did.
What's the other thing you said? There's two.
It was something when I did not help him.
What did you say to her?
It was something in reference because about sneaking around somebody's back or something or whatever.
Once again, Amanda had a different story to share.
They did what they did. What does she mean by that?
Something about we had tried to her so that they were trying to hold us accountable.
Furthermore, Amanda said that she had never even seen the other people in the house and only had contact with Heidi and Carrie. She didn't even know Jason and Cynthia's names and only knew other people were in the house because she'd heard voices. It seemed that they'd been telling the truth when they insisted that they had no knowledge of the violence.
Well, that's what, the first time we talked, I kind of walked out of here thinking you were lying to me, but the more I've talked to other people, I think maybe you're telling me the truth about not knowing stuff. I don't, at this point it's hard to tell, but you can tell me straight up, I 100%, anything about any of what I just told you that happened.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about any of it.
The battle for the truth was down to Heidi and Amanda, though by this point the detective likely had a suspicion about what the outcome would be. Still, the chilling details about to be revealed are nothing short of shocking.
You were broken up. So that's what made me think, was this some kind of a setup just to piss off Carrie and get in?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
No. I don't.
People do that kind of stuff.
No, would that mean? No. There's not. I know what kind of fire I would be playing with if I did that.
As Heidi mentioned, she was out of the house when the murder itself took place. Amanda, however, trapped and unable to leave, witnessed the horror and recounted the event in all its brutality.
I kept telling him to be quiet. I panicked more. Terry came in and he told him to shut up, and he ran over and he kicked him straight in the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Started he could with steel toe boots, which made him cry out.
Yeah, understandable.
And wouldn't stop making noise. And Terry started wrapping the belt around his neck, and I guess Tim's fight or flight kicked in, and he actually, because he didn't fight back that much the first time. He tried to,
right?
But then he realized, and then I think he thought if he cooperated, he would get out of it.
But so after Carrie kicked him in the crotch and then put a belt on his neck, that's when Tim started trying to fight against him?
Like, he started to strangle him, and he fought back, and he started to scream at the top of his lungs as he was fighting back. That's
right.
And Terry was like, "You're going to be quiet." And he kept strangling him.
And then eventually Tim stopped fighting back? Yeah.
Terry stood there, and he kept holding it, and he kept holding it, and he kept holding it. And looked at me, and he's like, "Did you think you guys were going to get out of this?"
Mm-hmm.
After rescuing Amanda, officers made a horrific discovery.
You know what it also seems like? When Carrie walked in and saw them engaging in the act, right? She went to they took advantage of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was a lie.
Yeah.
Cause you know he's possessive of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he walked in and saw you and Amanda, he would have probably tried to join in.
Yeah.
Because you've done it several times already. But when he saw Tim there, he's pissed. Like, what the fuck going on? And you like, oh, they fought. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was all, and I feel like Heidi is sick as fuck.
Yeah. That's what it's giving. Because you condoned everything Carrie did.
Now, I don't. Well, you're not even around him that long enough to be like because y'all ain't been together for a long time.
Yeah,
y'all don't know each other. So can one get that brainwashed so soon?
Some people can.
Some people can.
Yeah.
I was finna say I didn't think people can get that brainwashed that fast. I was thinking it took like way longer for.
Not necessarily. Just depending on who the person is,
And
how weak they are, and how like when you meet them, are they in a vulnerable
Are you at one of your lowest points in life, and are they trying to? Yeah, you're right. But at that degree,
and then the fact that they have so much like similar history,
kind of like trauma bonding.
It's you attract like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like it's a lot of stuff. Like I do feel like you can. But,
After rescuing Amanda, officers made a horrific discovery.
Yep. Supposedly a body under all this. Where? Right here. Okay, well let's clear the basement.
Tragically, police confirmed that the body they found in the house was none other than Amanda's boyfriend, 50-year-old Timothy Ivy. He was declared dead on scene. The fact that Cynthia found Tim's body in the dining room, not the bedroom where Amanda said he died, told police something else significant.
I didn't move him. He moved him. He had them in the blanket, and he moved him.
Who moved him?
Carrie and Heidi.
Both of them did. Okay.
Well, Carrie mostly.
Right.
Heidi was trying to get dressed.
Would I have done it? Yeah, if I had to drag it, but and he told me about cutting him up, and I acted like I was, because he said something about you have to go darkest.
If you notice, I acted.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's trying to make it seem like I'm a victim too in this whole thing. So
you want me to also tell you another thing that I'm like, you definitely play a bigger role than what you're, letting on. It's because you asked him, did Amanda make it? Is Amanda alive? Because you like, in a sense, it's kind of like, because if she is, she'll be able to really tell you like what happened and the truth. And you was like, because you just want your story.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to just believe you. But you have this other person that is the victim that you guys did this to. So it's kind of like a thing like, did she make? Oh, good. Like you don't care if she did or not. You want to cover your own tail.
Because without her, you can only go off of her word.
Facts.
Night. Okay. I'm sorry. I can detect.
What does he mean by that?
I guess become like soulless like he is. I don't know. You feed on him.
Okay.
When searching the house, police discovered Tim's body right where Cynthia said it would be.
You want to just kind of pull the covers back on body cam here? See if we actually have a body in there.
One forward, down, next up, now. One forward, together, next up, now.
Yep, we got a body. It's gonna be. Oh. Tape, duct tape? Yep. Okay. We got a body. Male?
Male. Looks like it.
Can you get enough to get a check a pulse just to make sure?
He's got rigor mortis.
No, not for this body.
Yeah, he's got rigor. Okay. Yep.
Cynthia and Amanda's stories aligned with each other and the evidence, making Heidi the outlier. The truth of what Heidi had done was horrific. With this in mind, the detective finally became more confrontational with her.
I saw a video from one of our officers' body cameras when they first got you out of the house, and you said something about holding somebody down.
No, I said something about holding somebody down. I said about holding who down?
I don't know.
I don't know. I said something about a gun, that I got his gun.
I don't think you told any of our officers about the gun. They
Yes, I
found
did.
it on you.
No, I did tell them. Okay.
Nobody knew you had a gun until that female officer found it on you.
Come here. Come here.
I got his gun. Are you having me up?
For the moment, yes.
It appears Heidi is being honest when she says that she told the officers at the scene about the gun. However, they didn't seem to realize she had the gun until another officer later pats her down.
Hey girl, I'm gonna need you to stand up here in a sec, okay? Hang tight right there for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get this part out of the way. You got anything on you? It's gonna stick, poke me, hurt any way, shape, or form. Anything? Hey, let me finish. Anything I need to know about before I find it?
I don't know.
No pocket knives, no needles, no.
I don't do needles. I grabbed everything that I could and I know I seen one.
What do you mean you grabbed?
What if because she was headed out to the van? What if she was trying to take his gun and go put it in the van? Remember they said
so he won't have access to it, or
no.
Or
she was trying to hide it. She was probably trying to hide the weapons.
Yeah, probably.
Grabbed everything you could.
He had guns, knives, bats, as much as I could in the van.
You don't have any on you currently.
No, and I don't know what.
Okay.
I know I seen one.
Okay. Hang tight right here.
Is everybody dead?
No. Hang tight right here.
How do you?
What's in your pants? Is there a gun in your pants?
I said I grabbed his guns when.
Don't move.
If I was gonna
Don't move.
And the way you put it in there.
I'm the victim and you're treating me like I'm a criminal. I said oh God, dude. I don't know what it's all on me. What's up?
Yeah, it's loaded.
It's not my gun.
Note that while Heidi was initially handcuffed at the scene, another officer uncuffed her in an attempt to calm her down.
I put her in handcuffs in the first place. Well, I know, and I took them off because she couldn't make any sense every 3 seconds.
Meaning she could have drawn the firearm at any time since then.
You have any other weapons on you that we need to know about?
I don't know.
Well, you weren't forthcoming with the first one, so you understand why I asked, right?
I don't have panties on me.
Okay, I'm not interested in what you got going on down there, okay? I'm going to search you, and I'm going to search you thoroughly. There's a female officer standing right here, so trust me, I'm not going to do anything inappropriate. You want to have your hands?
Why not just have a female officer search her then? You know?
Yeah.
I seen a dead man get dragged out of my bedroom. And you guys are...
Hang on.
The police had a question for Heidi that was even more crucial than the firearm.
Now, my biggest question is, what did you mean when you said something about holding somebody down? Because I did see that part of the video and saw you say something along the line. I don't remember the exact quote.
I didn't hold anything
You
down.
said something about holding someone down.
Though Heidi now denied it, she had made a statement along those lines.
And then he tried to mock it. I'm holding her because he's trying to make her strip down.
It wasn't clear if Heidi was referring to Amanda or Cynthia at this time, but the fact that she might have been restraining either woman was worrying. And even more troubling was the fact that this was just the beginning of the lies the detective was about to unravel.
That's one thing I still don't understand is why she would tell me that you did have the gun and that you were making threats that both of them were going to die. If you were playing along with him like you said, sure, but I mean, why would she tell me that you had a gun?
He had the gun. He had set the gun down. I had not had the gun. I did have the gun, you know that, but that I don't know.
Significantly, Amanda was not the only person who said Heidi had a gun earlier in the day.
Did you ever see a gun?
I did see the gun at the workhouse, but I didn't see it after that. I see just the handle, just the clip.
Okay, you saw a gun at the work site?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had it on her at the workhouse.
Cynthia claimed she arrived at Heidi's house around noon. If she was telling the truth, that meant Heidi had the gun for about 11 hours.
So you went to work and everything afterwards. After all this took place the night before. You went to work. Everything. And technically Amanda is still held hostage in that room. and Jason, what the you two nonchalantly walking around y'all with your kid. Let's get back to it.
Rather than the mere moments she'd made it sound
Weird.
like.
She's saying that you helped him.
What else did she say that was I'm sitting here.
Weird.
And I'm going to be honest, without being offensive towards you, okay? I'm in a very tough situation, okay? And I feel like you're coming at me like when all I've done was try to keep myself alive and keep two women alive, okay? I can be a very violent person, okay? If somebody does something wrong, I can be. These people didn't do anything wrong.
Here, Heidi includes herself as one of the victims. This is common among perpetrators who will often find a way to victimize themselves.
We'll take a break for a little bit. We'll let you chill out.
Once he stepped away from Heidi, the detective likely knew which version of the story he believed. Before dealing with that, though, he needed to give Cynthia some bad news.
I appreciate you talking with me a couple times today.
I'm going to jail.
I'm done. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay. It's a no bond felony warrant. I talked to the prosecutor. I talked to my supervisors, and they all said we don't have a choice. So we're going to get you transported to jail here for long, and you'll have to see a judge about the warrant. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Well, it's not his decision to make.
The officer once again dove back into the interrogation, and Heidi's story changed one last time.
When you guys went to that work site or whatever today, did you have a gun with you then?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I thought about that after you left. Yes, I did. Okay.
Why?
He had given it to me because I was letting him think that I was going to help him fix, what had happened.
Where were you when you heard the gunshots?
Where was I?
Yeah.
Are you talking about when after the cops did?
Right. When you heard our gunshots.
I was on the curb.
Okay. Did you see what happened?
No. Can you tell me? Or should I not be able to handle it?
Amanda had a bit more insight into what happened directly before the shots were fired.
He kept saying she was crazy and psycho, and she kept saying, she didn't want to do this anymore. She didn't want to be with him. Whenever I heard him going to get Heidi, he come running back in the room, and he was like, "What did you do?" I was like, "How could I do anything? I didn't do anything."
Right.
He just kept walking back and forth.
Yeah.
He came back and he sat down in front of me at one point and leaned back, like he was just going to sit there and wait or something. And then, "He's the one that you shot, right?"
There's a chilling reason the investigators have been speaking to everyone but Carrie tonight.
Whoa, hey, stop. Don't shoot back there.
It had been Carrie who stepped out of the house holding something that appeared to be a weapon.
It's Carrie Hammond. We can call him by name. Do not reach, sir! Do not reach! Do not reach! We're good.
Until police confirmed if Carrie was dead, badly wounded, or waiting for an opportune moment to strike, he still had to be considered a threat. This is where the armored vehicle came in. Police used what they called the Bearcat as cover to approach Carrie and confirm he was dead, then moved his body away from any potential weapons.
Lost my grip on him. One more sec. Good job. We were moving this dude, and his blood was squirting out of his neck. I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he was definitely dead.
Back in the interrogation room, the detective broke the news to Heidi.
We ended up having to shoot Carrie because he had something that looked like a gun.
You killed him?
What was it?
Yeah, our officers did.
Okay.
She's shaking her head. Yeah, okay, you killed him. Yeah, I can blame everything on him.
So you think now you better take the fall?
You get what I'm saying? That's why she's shaking her head.
That's
He came out, had what looked like a gun in his hand, and wouldn't put it down. So.
I honestly, I was thinking about killing him myself, like, and that was that thing for me to have to.
Notice that the detective didn't say Carrie had a gun, but rather something that looked like a gun.
Dude, I think that's a bent piece of pipe.
Yeah.
The item in Carrie's hands was later identified as a selfie stick, bent into the shape of a firearm. Law enforcement theorized he could have carried the stick to provoke the use of deadly force, but since Carrie was deceased, there was no way to say this for sure.
Yes,
I did try to shoot a Carrie before. Okay, and it is bizarre as it sounds. I actually prepared myself that I was going to kill this man.
Last night you tried to shoot him?
No, this is before then. Okay.
Okay.
As shocking as this claim was, the detective had other priorities at the moment.
I believe that you helped tie them up or bind them up. I believe that you had that gun in there and made the threats that they were both going to die. I believe her when she tells me that you told them that you knew people that could get rid of their bodies. I believe her when she tells me that you had a much bigger part in all of this than what you've told me. You did nothing to help them.
In the beginning, and then, because he even said, because I did nothing to help him. Okay, as I saw an opportunity to keep myself alive, okay?
You left. You were gone from there.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
You think that I'm just the same as him?
Maybe not the same type of person.
Well, no, then wait, I can help somebody because I'm trying to keep myself alive?
For the crimes that took place in your house,
oh my God,
you are just as much as responsible as he is.
That's what
Facts.
you think?
Absolutely, that's what I think.
You're not my judge. You're not my jury or nothing, okay?
But I'm the one responsible for investigating this, and that's what I've done all night long.
Okay.
From every angle, I've looked at this and talked to everyone that was involved, other than Carrie and Tim, because they're both.
Cause bitch, you had an opportunity. It happened the night prior. That man Tim been dead since the night prior. You left, went to work, got her from the job to come back to help clean. What sense
did it cross your mind like, hey, this is my opportunity to call authorities?
You could have told
this is
your
my
manager.
Right. Hey, can
another
I don't want to
coworker?
be the one to
I
call,
was
but
trying to get to it.
but can you call? Or hey, I need to go to the police station. I need to report like nothing. Nothing.
And
you
what y'all was
literally
gonna
went
do
back
with
to the house
Cynthia?
and brought another woman with you to be
A victim as well.
potentially.
Why you ain't have that house was filthy? You ain't have her help.
Well, no, she was a victim because y'all tried to hold her house. Yeah. So yeah.
So what intent did y'all really have her there to do?
Right.
What was
to clean the house?
The house was filthy.
What to clean? What the mess that y'all made?
The house was already filthy.
I'm not even talking about that mess. I'm talking about the mess of you taking someone's life and like all of that. Like I'm talking about that.
But then she was.
She said something about something about dog mess.
You
or
had
whatever.
Carrie there if you really wanted to, and you had John there to help you with that.
And it's Jason's house.
I mean Jason. I don't know why I said John, but it's Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason.
So that makes me really believe that you was trying to do something, Cynthia.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, can't talk to them.
Maybe I didn't make the best decisions, but I never want no part of that. Never. Okay?
You brought her into something.
Despite her protests, Heidi was taken to jail to await trial. It was determined that Cynthia and Jason were not responsible for any part of the crime. On March 16, 2023, Heidi was convicted of criminal confinement, assault, and murder. She was sentenced to 16 years in prison for criminal confinement, 40 years for assault, and 65 years for murder, to be served concurrently. Her earliest possible release is set for 2070, so it's possible she will remain behind bars for the rest of her life. No punishment will ever undo the trauma and tragedy, but hopefully, Amanda and her family, along with Tim's family, can rest easier knowing that justice was served.
That is facts. That is facts.
And also, hopefully, this is a lesson for Jason to not be inviting any and everybody into your home.
True.
Because, my God.
True.
Yeah, but okay.
Hey, man. Y'all spend most up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below for us, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners.